They do this to me. I gotta do this to me.
No,
Say it again?
just
Just faster? Okay.
yeah.
He specializes in the area of management and organizational psychology and has served in various leadership positions for local and national nonprofit organizations, including various chapters of the Muslim American Society itself. He has been the youth director, the executive director here, and a fundamental cornerstone of this community. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless him. I myself benefited immensely from him throughout the years, and looking forward to hear him break down how despair holds us and how hope is the solution in our approach to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We just request that the sisters who are coming in, if they can do so quietly, and the brothers as well, please do not have any side conversations. Even when you whisper, it reverberates across the whole room, and it makes it very difficult for the speaker to connect with us, which is what we desperately need right now. So let's try to limit the side conversations. You'll have a sign around. 12 names will be selected at random from it to receive a free prize. And we will also have a charity auction. So please, stay tuned, inshallah. Give Brother Rami your utmost attention. Try to take everything that he says super personally, as if he's talking to you directly, and see how you can pivot in your journey towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. People may be going around and ask you to settle down if you're whispering, if you're talking. Please don't take that personally, because they'll do it politely, but they will insist that you stop talking, even if you're having a small conversation, even if you're asking somebody what they have to respond. So please accommodate that with them. They will not be rude, but they will insist that you do stop talking. Jazakumullah khairan.
Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum. بسم الله الحمد لله الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله نشهد أن لا إله إلا الله نشهد أن محمد رسول الله اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. Of course, in any gathering, it's always important, particularly on a night like this, and in the seconds and moments like tonight, we begin praising Allah, our Lord, our Creator, the Sustainer of the heavens and the earths, the most beautiful, the most honorable, the most merciful, the most forgiving, the all-pardoning, and we ask Him to pardon us on this night, and to be Allah Azza loves to pardon. We ask Allah Azza to allow us to be of those that He pardons on this night. We testify to the Prophet of their great leader and role model and teacher, the man who He sent to guide all of humanity. From the moment he was given inspiration on this night, over 1400 years at the end of time, Muhammad, the son of Abdullah, the son of Abdul Muttalib, may Allah bless Prophet Muhammad, Allah bless his family, his community. May Allah, all those that believe in 2025 and live in his message and his legacy, continuing his sunnah on this earth. Ameen, Allahumma ameen. Of course, I think I do this every year. Really important to understand the magnitude of the night, the importance of tonight. It's the most important night of our lives. It's the most important night every year. Allah gives us this enormous gift of being able to live on Laylatul Qadr, the night of power. So we want to take a moment or two as people move up, because there's still people in the back, try to scoot up as much as you can, both sides, to renew your intentions of why you're here. You don't get the reward, as the Prophet ﷺ said, you don't get rewarded if you don't have an intention here. So if your intention is anything other than pleasing, seeking Allah's mercy, His pleasure, His reward, you're just here for leisure. So renew your intentions for a few seconds, and then we'll begin, and we gain the entire reward of this time. And again, please move up. Everybody scoot up, especially on the brother side. Y'all can scoot up, inshallah. Create room for your brothers. My topic is, Jazakallah khairan for the organizers, Sheikh Muhammad and the organizers. They gave me a great topic. I thought one topic, just talking about despair, was a little bit limiting. So what I want to do is actually talk about two really important concepts that are the driver of everything that we do in our lives, in our relationship to Allah Azza wa Jal. Every second, we are all racing to Allah. Every minute, every second, every moment is us on a fast pace, lightning speed direction to Allah Azza wa Jal. All the time. And the two things I want you to understand that are your wings to Allah. This talk is about the two wings that carry us to Allah Azza wa Jal, as mentioned by great scholars. Every single believer has two wings going to Allah Azza wa Jal. So everybody just hold your right hand up. Everybody hold your right hand up. I was going to make everybody do a wing, but I'm going to, you're going to smack somebody next to you. So everybody just hold your hand up. This is your right wing. Everybody, hold up your hand. I'm going to ask you to keep looking at your hand. This is your right wing. This is the wing of hope in your journey on your race to Allah Azza wa Jal. Put your right hand out. Everybody hold up your left hand. This is your left wing in your journey to Allah Azza wa Jal. This left wing is the wing of fear. What is it the wing of? Fear. What's the right hand wing of? Every single one of us has two wings as we are racing to Allah Azza wa Jal. We will meet Him at the moment of death, in our graves. We will stand up in front of Him. The path to Allah doesn't end. Every single human being is there. But the believer has two wings that carry him there. What's the right wing? Hope. What's the left? We use hope and fear in driving to Allah Azza wa Jal. The introduction of the Quran, this is the night of the Quran. Its miracle is the miracle of the night. The reason why it's important is because of the Quran. Allah introduces the Quran to us, explaining to us hope and fear. The very first ayah after Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, the very first ayah that we say over and over and over is Alhamdulillah. All praise, all gratitude. The master of all of us. He is our creator. He is our sustainer. He is our maintainer, and He is our destroyer. He is the master of the universe. And all praise and gratitude, whether we give it or don't, whether humans acknowledge it or they don't. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. All praise is constantly and endlessly due, and all gratitude is constantly and endlessly due to the master of the universe. He is the goal. We are all on our way to Him. The next verse. What's the next verse of Al-Fatiha? The right wing. Everybody raise your right hand. Hope. The wing of hope. He is this entity that created you. This being, this existence, the creator of the universe that we're all going to. Who is the master of everything. He is the Rabb of everything. He is the creator of everything. The first thing He wants you to know is there's hope. Don't be afraid. He is Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. He is the most forgiving, the always forgiving. He is the one that has infinite mercy, and He always shows His mercy to His creation. The wing of hope. The next ayah is Malik Yawmiddin. The wing of, everybody look at your left hand, the wing of fear. Fear is the thing of the day that they will all be held accountable. The king of the day, the one with full right and full power and full authority and full might, that every single one of us, every single of the hundreds of billions of people that ever exist, every single one of them will be what? Will meet Malik Yawmiddin. The fear of standing in front of Him on that day to be held to account. What was the right wing? Hope. The one who forgives. Let's start at the individual level. Me, I will be standing in front of Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. And He gives us hope by saying, He is the most forgiving. He is the most merciful. It's a reminder on the night like this. One who's, we all have infinite amounts of shortcomings. Mistakes, sins that people know and sins that people don't. Mistakes that people know, mistakes that people don't. Shameless things that we've done, things that people know and they don't. Since we have gone through puberty until this moment, there's infinite amounts of mistakes, sins, comings that we have. So sometimes the human, we get in that phase or that mindset that I have no hope. I have no ability to do. My sins are too great. And so Allah reminds us, wing of hope. The Prophet ﷺ said something really beautiful. It's a beautiful story that captures the magnitude of Allah's mercy. Rahman Rahim, His mercy. The story goes that the Prophet said one day, After a battle, Prophet, they're counting their dead. A woman that attended the battle, she had a little boy, 3, 4 years old, and 2 or 3 years old, young boy. And she lost her son during the battle. He got lost. And she was going frantic. I grew up in PS 200. I mean, people that don't know, I grew up in this. This is my hood. So many years going to PS 200. Those that have been around and live around here, PS 200, by the way, is the school in the back, the playground back. You know, particularly in the summer, whether I was young playing back there or when I got older and I was working in the center, one of the most traumatic experiences that you witnessed in PS 200 is when one of our moms lost her son. Can anybody recall one of those moments that a mom lost her son? If you hear the voice of a mother who loses her child, it's the most traumatic sound experience that you can witness. Like, there's not a lot of trauma that we experience. Not a lot of trauma that we experience. But if you ever imagine a mom that loses her son and how frantic she is, how panicked she is, crying and screaming, begging, "Where's my son? Where's my son?" And she's running around screaming and yelling. She's coming into the center looking. She's going to the precinct. She's asking, "I can't find my child. I can't find my child." That anxiousness, that panic attack of losing a son, a child. It's infused in your emotional psyche. Like, it's so traumatic. May Allah protect our children. And the moment, he was just in the bathroom downstairs. He was hiding on top of the swing or on top of the slide, and she couldn't see him. And she sees the boy, and she's crying, and he's crying, or she's crying, and they're running to each other. Can you imagine it? You see the picture? We've all probably seen it. We've witnessed it. The love of that moment for that child, the infatuation with her child, the relief that she found her, the million thoughts that went in her head. What happened to her child? He's dead, got taken, he's being abused, he's being trafficked. The million thoughts that run through your mind, the evil thoughts that run through your mind. And that moment, that relief, was like, oh my God. The pain, the tears of fear turned into the tears of happiness. Can you picture that moment? The Prophet ﷺ saw that moment after the battle. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And the companions saw him running to the boy. And the way she embraced the boy. Forget about PS 200, it was after a battle of war. And just the sheer relief and the love she showed him.